So, I always get this great big surprise where my computer comes up and says, "Yes, you are indeed live." So I appear to be live. Give me 1 second, people. My computer's telling me I need to close some stuff down. Let me close some stuff down. How are you all? Can I have a a hashtag live in the chat box if you are with me live, and give me a hashtag replay if you are catching up later. So who have we got with us tonight? I'm a bit early actually. I didn't even realise um I was so early. It's been a bit of a mental week so far. Hi Hells Bells. I hope you're good. I hope you're good. Do we have anyone else, or is everybody just sitting waiting patiently for the 5 p.m. alarm to go off? Um, and yeah, so I have quite a big, and also a technically challenged one for us tonight. I hope I'm going to be able to make it work. To do screen shares. I hope I can. I'm going to have to double check if I can do screen shares at all. So, yeah. Hi, Claire Manning. How are you? You all right? You having good times? So, I'm going to do a bit of a deeper dive into our flagship 90-day Team AMW Hot Body Project, Body Balance Blueprint, as it once was called. And I am also going to be announcing some very special Black Friday offers. And I'm also going to be talking about our 5 day challenge. So there's a lot to be getting on with tonight. So, first of all, let me get this computer doing what it's supposed to be doing. And I think I'm going to have a struggle doing screen share. Yes, I'm going to struggle doing screen share. And that's fine. Right, let's see. I'm going to do some stuff. Okay, so the first thing I want to cover off tonight is a bit of a deep dive into our flagship program, which is our awesome 90-day Team AMW Body Balance Blueprint, as it once was called, now calling it the Hot Well, transforming into the Hot Body Project for vibrant professionals. And this program is, I am not going to lie, I have spent a shit ton of money on other people's programs, and my mission has been to make ours the best, and that means the best coaching, the best information, the best education, the best development for our clients, and I think we're doing pretty darn well compared to what I have seen now. Obviously, I can't buy into everybody and anybody's program because I would absolutely be skinto, but I have been involved in some of the industry leading higher end programs, not your cheapest chips ones, your higher end ones. So, um, we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. So, as what I want you to do is ask me questions as we go in the comments, and I will see them and I will answer them as we go. Um, so yeah, okay, right. So in terms of what it is that we specifically do and why we are different, we have such a unique way of doing things that people come to us with the weight loss goal. They just want to lose weight. People just want to lose weight, but it's people don't just want to lose weight, because if it was just weight loss as a thing, that in itself is fairly simple. You know, the science tells us that it is your energy in versus your energy out, i.e., the calories that you eat and the energy that you burn. So it is, the theory of it is completely simple, but 90% of the people that we work with actually come to us for behavior change and for esteem change and for increase in self-confidence and for basically to raise our standards, to be a better version than they are now. Okay, so that is ultimately why. But when we package it up as something that people might be interested in, when we look at the what you get, which is the you lose 2 dress sizes in 90 days, and that happens. That's a regular occurrence. Now, how do we do that? Well, we have, as I said, we have a unique approach, and we have a very unique environment, and I think that is hugely important, especially for the women that we serve. So, what do we actually give to our clients? I think I'm going to start off with what we actually give, and then give you an over. See if I can actually do a screen share of what it actually looks like at a day to day level. So, what do people get? They get a personalised behaviour change strategy. Ultimately, if you think about where people are in their lives, once you've hit 40, 45, 50, even 30, you have a specific way of doing things. You have been doing things a specific way for most of your life, and it's because of habits that you've picked up, patterns that you've picked up, beliefs that you've picked up, um, just things that you know to be true, behaviors, decision making capabilities. All of these things are all things that you've picked up over the years. And actually, it's those things that we need to change. It is those things, and that is where people talk about it's my mindset. So, mindset is a very, very woolly term for behaviour change, habit change, and how we make decisions and the beliefs that we have. And that's ultimately what we need to do. It's not what people want. Nobody comes to us and says, oh, I want to change my behaviours and I want to think in a different way. Nobody wants to hear that that's the thing. But ultimately, sometimes we have to be told what it is that we need versus what we actually want. So that's one of the primary areas. So this is really customized. So we have some core principles, we have some core rituals, beliefs, patterns that we want that are vital for good health, never mind weight loss, vital for good health. And we customize them for every single individual. So that might be looking at things like recovery, hydration, NEAT, which is non-exercise activity thermogenesis, fruit and veg, portion sizes, etc., etc. So there's a number of different things that we look at that we have to make some changes in, but we customize it for every client, and depending on where they are, depending on what their starting point is, because we have some people that come in and join us and they're fairly advanced in terms of their diet or some of their mindset stuff or their exercise, and we have to start where that client is, not just where we think they are. So that is the primary piece. Now, how do we do this? We've got a very distinct stage at the beginning, which is basically an onboarding / welcome week. And in that time, we actually do a lot of stuff with between the ears stuff. So we are asking our clients to really think. And typically, when people do a diet or they form some kind of weight loss programming, it's a simple following instructions like eat this food or don't eat this food, eat at this time or don't eat at this time, don't drink this, don't da da da. And everybody's really good at following instructions. You know, the women that we work with, they are not thick. They are very clever, smart, got very good careers, got very smart partners and families and all the rest of it. So, and following instruction isn't the issue. We need to strip that all back and actually start the process of thinking in the right way. So that's one of the primary things that we start off that's very different. So we start thinking, what do we want? Why do we want it? What does it look like? What does it feel like? How are we going to get there? And that's where that interaction between client and coach is absolutely vital. Now, a lot of our clients feel, I don't want to say overwhelmed, that's not the right word because it makes it sound like a really scary place, but there is a lot in that first week or so about, you know, there's a lot of reading. We have, let me dig out my beast. We have this, which is our blueprint starter pack, and that's before we even get started. So that is part of the onboarding process, part of client homework. So we have all that to go into, and there's a lot of reading in here about, there's hormones, there's identity shift work, which is a core component. We have how to set goals, how to do your progress photos, a sample calendar. I realise that the light is ridiculously bright here. So there's a lot of reading in the back end, which is grand because everybody can read. And it's about really understanding the core principles of what we're trying to achieve and how we're going to do it. So that first week of thinking can feel quite overwhelming, but it's also a release almost, because we have all these things that we've never really actually verbalized about what we might want or what stopped us getting there before, and being able to strip that back and actually make ourselves a little bit vulnerable and open to change. And almost starts with our very first call or our very first message with somebody who's not even a client yet, to actually go a little bit deeper. So yeah, and during that first week, we actually don't ask anyone to exercise. We don't actually ask anyone to track their food. We don't ask, in fact, we don't actually ask for anything different about food, because part of the process is taking away the overwhelm. One thing that I found when I have gone through four 90-day, 16-week programs with other fitness coaches, and they are really overwhelming. And I obviously know the science and I know what to do, but I even found it overwhelming, and that is why one reason why so many people give up is because they've got all this noise with no clarity of what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and that's what we do in that first week. And that also means, so looking at the brain, start peeling back the layers of the onion, going at a slightly different level, but also some really practical things like food prep, how to plan meals, because when everybody's busy, if you're working full time, you've got a family, the kids have got kids clubs, husband's working away, like that's my life this week, husband's working away, Archie's got kids clubs, and I am working till 7:30 tonight. So everybody's busy. If I didn't have my meal plan, my meal plan and my prepped meals, I would easily be phoning for a pizza, or easily going in and finding fish fingers to have a fish finger sandwich, or something that is really simple, easy to grab. But because I use all the tools that we teach our clients, I'm not doing that. I'm going to be having chicken stir fry, which actually isn't stir fry because I went to open the stir fry bag yesterday and it was rotten. But luckily, I had some Mediterranean roast veg, so it's chicken Mediterranean roast veg done Chinese style with noodles. So, but yeah, so the preparation is there. And that's what we want to teach, that side of things, the practical skills of being able to do it. And one thing a lot of people will tell you, oh, it takes too long. Yeah, at first it does take a wee while. It does take a wee while to sit and go through recipes, which we also have here our recipe pack with meal plans, etc., etc. So it does take a wee while to look through them and go, right, okay, what is family friendly? Okay, these zesty meatballs with couscous salad, that is family friendly. But it takes a wee while to understand how to do that and become skilled at it. So in a supportive environment where you've got people that know what they're doing and have been doing it for a long time, alongside other women that only maybe started 2, 3, 4 weeks ago and are now finding this stuff easy, you start building confidence. So that's more of the practical skills of that first week. And also things like understanding hormones, we dive into that a little bit more. Understanding your environment, making your environment work for you. There's a law of the universe that basically says if there's crap food in your kitchen, you're going to eat it. On the flip side, if there's healthy food there in your kitchen, you're going to eat it. It's as simple as that. Managing your environment. What are your triggers? And ultimately, the goal is to be able to have our triggers right in front of us and take it or leave it. That is the goal. But in the early days, we have to understand, if I open the freezer and there's a giant tub of, Cornish whipped double cream with chocolate chip ice cream, and I know that if I'm tired or stressy or whatever, I'm going to eat the ice cream, then I need to get rid of it for the time being and either replace it with some Halo Top or something. That's just an example. For some reason, I don't know why I went with ice cream. It's not really a thing that I would ever go for, but some people do. Okay, so that's the practicalities. And also, in that first week, it's about getting used to being held accountable. Now, if I'm able to show you, you'll be able to see that when a client comes in with us, we use a platform, and every client has an app. And in that app, every single day, they have one or two accountability actions that is determined by their coach. So they have to check in every single day to say that they have done something or not done something, and we track that. We have um, charts and graphs and monitor that to see who is not doing what they said they would do or just not tracking. And that's where we can question and say, is there something wrong, or and it's not about shouting. It's all, that's not really what we're all about. But everybody, it's very rarely we have somebody that's worked with us that had that form of accountability, or that level of accountability, or even personal accountability. And that is one of the main things that puts us apart from everybody. So, at this point, so we're not even exercising, we're not even doing any kind of stuff with our food. We're starting to get into the habit of weighing ourselves 3 times a week. We tend to have people that maybe have weighed themselves once a week for forevermore because of, like, that's what Slimming World say, or Weight Watchers, and that's fine. It absolutely is fine. But when we've got a whole client group with various stages of hormone changes and whatnot, weighing yourself once a week can be like, one Monday you can be 10.5 stone, the next you can be 11 stone too, just purely because of hormones, or because the food that you ate the day before, or because how much water you drank the day before. So if we can start tracking 3 times a week, we can start seeing a pattern, and that pattern is very often a hormonal pattern. But also, typically people will eat a little bit more, or eat a little bit more salty food over the weekend, so we typically can see a down and an up and a down and an up, but the trend line is going down. And that's where we start to understand our bodies more, and not see that maybe a pound or two or three on the scales is a failure, because it's not. Very often it's just part of the trend line, and we have to deal with it. But that's where that education of having that coach comes in. So once we do, the thinking remains, we ask people to, our coaches will ask clients to review their goals at various stages of their journey, and we're also asking them to review almost, who do they want to be, what does it feel like, what do they look like, what are they doing. Just one example, and if she's on the live she will piss herself laughing for me raising this up, but she said, I want to feel like somebody that skips through cornfields. Like, she's probably never going to skip through a cornfield in her life, but it's that level of vivaciousness, that level of freedom. And that's what we want to keep at front of mind, because you will attract what you think. So if you are thinking positive vibes, you're going to get positive vibes, and the universe is going to give you positivity. If you're constantly thinking of, well, I just don't want to be a fat cow, or da 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 da, and thinking of all the things that we don't want, and negative, and oh, that's not working, that's what will happen. The negativity will seep back in. So we need to keep this at the forefront of our minds. And that's why we are constantly focused on the person that we want to be. And that is part of that identity shift that is a primary part of our coaching. Okay? So moving more into the food part, we will customize a nutrition protocol for our clients. It's called AMW Flex, so it's really, really super easy. The clue is in the title. We are all about flexibility. We are all about regaining freedom from diets and freedom with food, so that we never feel like we're missing out, that we don't feel as if we're being bad anymore when we maybe choose a wine or a takeaway or whatnot. And it's that, getting that freedom back in our eating is absolutely vital. And it's about teaching our ladies how to eat for the rest of their life. Not a way of eating for 3 months, eating for a way for the rest of their lives. Because food is there to be enjoyed. Alcohol is there to be enjoyed in moderation. And as a culture, we use food to celebrate, to socialise, to have fun, to commiserate. And if you're just constantly living on chicken, rice and broccoli, you're screwed. You are screwed. And saying that I've been bad, or I can't do this because I'm on a diet, that is red rag to a bull when it comes to saboteurs. Oh, well, you don't need to be on a diet. You look lovely the way you are. There's no way you're that weight. You don't look it. And basically giving somebody permission to negatively impact themselves further. And we do see that a lot. That can be either friends or families or partners or whatever. So nutrition wise, flexibility that we cater for vegans, vegetarians, gluten free, allergies, intolerances, anything, carnivores. And we have, I showed you the recipe pack, so this is our recipe pack. It's huge. We have meal plans in there, and this is actually the carnivore one. This one contains meat. We actually have our own vegetarian meal planning and recipe pack as well. Now, a lot of people say to us, well, what is your food mechanism? How do you do it? It really depends. It genuinely really depends on the individual. So for some of our ladies, we will they may track their food in an app called MyFitnessPal, and we'll set them targets and goals and um, based on wherever they are. For some people, we don't do that. For some people, we have had several ladies who have had such a mindset fuck with food over the years and tracking and weighing themselves and weighing their food or tracking their food as a trigger. We don't do that. We have ways of being able to eat that doesn't require us tracking calories. Um, I would love. We don't even do intuitive eating either as a principle. That's a very advanced concept. So for those of you who don't know, intuitive eating is basically using the cues from your body. So when you feel hungry, you eat, and when you don't feel hungry, you don't eat. But you've got to remember that most of the people that come to us have had years of diet and history. So actually, they are not in tune with what their bodies are telling them. So like even myself, I'll tell myself I'm hungry and I'm absolutely not. But I'm either bored or I just fancy something sweet or salty or whatever. So there is different tools for different people, and that's where that personalisation of a nutrition plan is so important. Everybody, well, 99.9% of our ladies have an individualised workout plan, whether that is going to be 2 sessions, 3 sessions, 4 sessions, 5 sessions a week. It doesn't matter. It's where that client is starting from. And we will, if necessary, we need to do a mobility assessment. So we'll maybe have a few, like people with arthritis or fibro or dodgy ankles or dodgy knees or whatever, and we need to be able to program for that because exercise, quite frankly, is a non-negotiable. If you want to live a long, happy, healthy life and being able to, get back up yourself if you fall down, you need to exercise. It's not just a tool for fat loss, but everybody gets their own personalised workouts. We schedule it around their calendar, and they're home based for the most part. We do have a couple of people that are gym bunnies, and two of them are here in this chat right now. Where we also stand apart is that we have we do one-to-one coaching, so that means our clients are having regular one-to-one sessions with their own coach, and that coach knows that client inside out. And part of that joining process, the onboarding process, is about getting to know each other, because coaching is a relationship. It's a relationship based on trust, and our clients need to trust our coaching team, and we also need to trust our clients are telling us the truth. So it works both ways. Now, client coaches are there to help people make different decisions. They are there to hold people accountable, and that doesn't mean going, you said you'd do this and you didn't do it. That's not what it's about. It's, some people, I don't want to do that. Well, you might not want to, but you need to. And that's where having a coach who is completely neutral, it's not your friend, it's not your mum, it's not your partner, only somebody neutral can objectively hold you accountable. And that's what our coaching team do. That's what we do. Now, I am going to boldly put this out there that I genuinely think we might have the best coaching team in the world. Genuinely I have never met people that care so much about clients, about doing the right thing, about providing more support than they actually get paid for. Because believe it or not, our coaches do get paid, and they go over and above, So on top of that, regular one-to-one sessions, it's pretty much unlimited tech support as well, and that is between me and coaching. So we have a group chat with every single client, to make sure that, say for example, somebody they have a coaching call on a Thursday and then they're not due one for another week or 10 days, they can get in touch at any time. Young Kirsty this morning had a bit of an issue overnight, and she messaged us at 8:30 this morning. Issue resolved by 8:45. And having that access is super important, because shit happens to everybody, so we need to be able to adapt as and when needed. On top of all of this one-to-one stuff, we actually do so much group work. It's unbelievable. So um, we have group accelerator sessions which run twice a week just now with our coaches, me, Clara, Helen, and we also do an external coach session every week as well, and that could be more mindset related or personal development. We have a lady in tonight that's doing financial freedom, and we do vision boarding, life coaching, loads of stuff going on. And the other thing I would say about our group, and there's a few clients there in this chat as well, but it's not, you're not, people come in and they don't just learn from me and Clara and Helen. You know, we are very good at what we do, but we have to remember there's like 65 other women in the group who are all at various stages of their journey, who have all had different challenges and can all help other people along the way, and that is utterly incredible. Having that community, and I can't think that I have ever been in any other Facebook group where I have literally never heard anybody be bitchy. I've never heard anybody say there's no point or give up, because everybody has everybody else's back, and it's incredibly motivating. Like, if you see, I'm having a bad day, and I have bad days. Clara has bad days. You know, yesterday, I think I had a meeting with Clara, and I was just like, go in the group, and fucking hell, man, I am up. And that environment helps people come up and stay up. When you surround yourself with people like you want to be, that is you raising your standards. So yeah, we've got the group support, and the other thing that needs to be talked about is the resources. Like, I've showed you a few of the resources here. The starter pack, the recipe book. This is all. I don't know if you can see this, can you? With it lighting. This is all some of the behaviour change stuff. I actually counted these. I had to go through all my documents. I didn't actually go 1, 2, 3. I went through all the documents online and counted how many pages. There's over 400 pages of resources, and that's not even the stuff that's in the Facebook group. That's just the documents. 400, and that's you get lifetime access to that. So yes, I was going to show you, wasn't I, the screenshots. Let me see if I can do that. I don't know if it'll let me. Come on. So I'm going to try and show you what that looks like, and that's obviously not doing what I want it to do. Obviously you can't see what I'm doing. One area that I think is really important to talk about, and I do see this question when I'm doing consultations. You're like, what makes you different? What if I don't succeed? And my answer is always this: we have a 97% success rate. 97% success rate, which is incredible. And there's that 3% risk of failure. There absolutely is. Now, I asked somebody going, okay, right, we've got a 97% success rate. What happens if you don't do this? What happens? What's your percentage rate of success if you do nothing? If you continue the way you're doing, don't make any changes, what are the chances of you suddenly waking up one morning and it's boom, it all falls into place? 5, 10 maybe percent chance of that. So therefore you've got a 90% chance of failure. 90% chance of failure versus a 3% chance of failure. I was like, so here's my question to the client: if you get stuck or you're struggling, are you going to put your hand up and say, I'm struggling and I need help and da 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 da? Yes you are. Okay, because you're investing a significant amount of money. But if you don't put your hand up and ask for help and run away and hide from us, we don't know. We're very good, but we're not bloody mind readers, so we don't know. So if you don't help yourself, let us help you, then that 3% would apply. But if you put your hand up and say, what? I don't understand. There's something I don't get, whatever. And it happens daily. Like Sarah Berlov's laughing there. But if you put your hand up and say, I don't get this bit or whatever, and you allow us to do our jobs, then you'll be part of that 97%. Do you have a guarantee? Very good question. If I come to your house and watch your every move, and come to your workplace and watch your every move, and you're doing everything that we say, yeah, you've got a guarantee. But I can't come to your house. I'm busy. I've got shit to do. So if you do what we ask, that's my guarantee. You will lose 2 dress sizes in 90 days. That is my guarantee. So yeah. Somebody asked me the other day, what makes you so special? Well, which is a good question, because I've basically just explained it all of that combined is what makes us so special. But actually, I think that it comes down to 2 things. Our methods are very unique, and we have spent years studying this stuff, studying it through various self development, paid for qualifications and courses and whatnot. We are we have a very unique process, and we work with a very unique client. The other reason comes down to accountability. People doing what we ask them to do or recommend that they do, and that's what gets results. So that's what we are. So that's all about what we do. Does anybody have any questions on that before I leap into our Black Friday specials? Pop their questions in there. So I'm going to put, I'm going to actually, let me see. Oh, I don't know if I can screenshot that. Yeah, I can. So, Black Friday deals for new clients and for existing clients. Don't worry, Clara and I have to have a conversation. But for new clients signing up between now, between new clients applying now until 5 o'clock on Tuesday, the 30th of November. If clients are signing up for 3 months, they'll receive 1 month free. And that offer is going to be perfect for people who maybe have 1, 2, potentially 3 dress sizes to lose. People signing up for 6 months, 3 months free. It's a huge offer. We've never done this before. This is perfect for people that have 3+ dress sizes to lose, or quite disordered eating habits, so a lifetime of binge eating or comfort eating or failed diets. And that's just to give you an idea of where you would maybe be. Now, don't worry if you don't know. You want to apply, but you don't know. That's where having, me look at the information is probably a little bit easier. So as I said, the closing date for this is the 30th of November. The application process is going to be slightly different from normal. I want you to fill out a form, a questionnaire really. So I want you to fill out a questionnaire telling me as much information as possible. And based on that information, we'll have a messenger conversation, or we'll have a telephone conversation to see what is the best option for you, and what the next steps would be. Okay, so I'm going to post that application in the comments just now. And but this is huge. Okay, now the one thing that I will say is that, one, don't wait till Christmas. Don't wait till after Christmas. If you've been in a pattern for years going, I'll do it next month, I'll do it next year, I'll do it whatever. Why wait till Christmas when you're half a stone heavier, 4 pounds heavier? You're starting off in a worse place. However, that said, some people might be going away or traveling or whatnot. Absolutely cool. If you aren't willing to get started till after Christmas, but you want to take advantage of the offer, you still need to do the application form. If we think it's a good fit and we're going to go ahead, we would require a deposit to get you started. So that's what I would say. We see so many people, I get so many people on the phone crying in January, actually are crying because, in November they were this weight, then January they were this way, and it's like that the journey is so much harder, and that's one of the reasons why people procrastinate. It's like that was the point. So have a look at your patterns over the past couple of years. So the application form is in there. That'll come through to me directly, and I'll be having a look at that tomorrow, and I'll be getting back to you. So it's important that you put your messenger name, your Facebook username, so that we can actually speak to you over Messenger, to see if you are a good fit and we can offer you what you need. Alrighty, so I'll put the full thing in. Next steps, what's happening next? We have our 5-day mini course kicking off on the 1st of December. If you have not put your hand up for your link, get on that ASAP. Drop a I am in the comments of this and I can send you a unique link to get signed in. We have, at last count, we had 65, I think, around the 65 mark, ready, waiting in the group to go live. We only are opening the doors up to a maximum of 150, so get your names down. It's going to be awesome. Last Christmas one we did was so much fun. That was so much fun. So yeah, get involved. It's a really good laugh. 5-day mini course gives you, we do see £2, £3, £4, £5, £6, £7 being lost in these mini courses. So get them in there. So I am going to go now and have dinner, and then at 6:30 we have our financial freedom, financial wealth woman who is coming in to work with our AMW Academy clients this evening for some time, which is good. We've had her in a few times and we're changing what we're doing, so this will be I've not seen it yet, it'll be interesting. So I hope you're all going to be having an amazing night. Just to reiterate, next steps, if you want to take advantage of that Black Friday offer, you need to fill out that questionnaire. That will come through to me, I'll review it and I'll message you directly, either for more information or a chat over Messenger. If you are wanting to get involved in the 5-day challenge on the 1st of December, make sure you put I'm in the comments on here so I can send you your link to get you joined up. But with that said, I am out. Thank you all for attending. It's been joyous to see you all here. And have a tremendous evening. Grateful to you all. Have a lovely one. Bye bye.